Hello friends, welcome back to another Bibbidi Bobbidi Minute. This one might be closer to a Bibbidi Bobbidi 3 minutes, but that's because today I'm going to go over my top tips for getting that coveted boarding group for either Rise of Resistance or also Web Slingers at Disneyland. And I don't want to leave anything out, so let's get started. Make sure your phone and Disney app are up to date at least the day before you are ready to join that boarding group. You don't want to find out as you're in that boarding group window that you have a mandatory security update that needs to be run before you can actually use the Disney app. Don't wait until the last minute to add everyone's ticket into your app. Make sure you do that at least the night before. You're going to want to have everyone who might want to join a boarding group's ticket linked to your app so that when it comes time to join the boarding group, you can easily make sure that everyone is selected and you don't have to add any extra steps. Turn it off and on again. No, really, hear me out. It is a very popular IT tip because it works. If you turn your phone off and then turn it back on again, you're actually clearing a lot of the unused data, you're clearing the cache, and it's just going to make your phone run that much smoother when you're ready to get that boarding group. Avoid using hotel Wi-Fi or just really any public Wi-Fi really. So I recommend using cell service, or if you are at home, use your home Wi-Fi. But before you do that, go to Google and search for test internet speed and run a test on your phone. It will let you know how fast the data is going through. So if you're not in a good spot, you have time to move to a better area. If you can, about an hour before you're due to join that boarding group, I recommend signing out of the Disney app and closing the out app completely. And then maybe like 10 minutes before that boarding group window comes up, opening the app again, signing back in. That will just make sure that that app is nice, fresh, and ready to go. If you have access to a second device, I recommend going to time.gov on the device you're not using to join the boarding group. Then use time.gov to watch that time. This will allow you to make sure that you're either hitting the join boarding group or refreshing the window at exactly that 7 a.m. or 12 p.m. window. I've had about equal success with either hitting the join boarding group button at exactly 7 a.m. or 12 p.m. or already being in that join boarding group window and using the refresh method. I don't find that one works better than the other. However, if you are trying to join Web Slingers over at Disneyland, you are definitely going to have to use that refresh method because clicking on join boarding group and then selecting Web Slingers, you're already too late. All the windows will be gone. My preferred method lately is actually using the refresh method. So I like to be in the join boarding group window about 10 seconds before it's due to go live. I'll keep an eye on time.gov, and the second I see it hit 7 or 12, I just pull down on the screen, it refreshes, and then it will give me the option to add my party members and join the boarding group. And last but not least, don't let it get you down if you can't get a boarding group. I know it stings, but not everyone's gonna get a boarding group, but don't let it ruin your whole Disney trip. So if you don't get that boarding group, go grab a churro or Dole Whip or whatever your favorite Disney snack is and go on your favorite ride. And I think you'll find that by the end of that ride, you've got a smile on your face and the rest of your Disney trip will be just as magical. I hope you found these tips helpful, and if you have any other tips or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below so that we can all help each other out and try to get these boarding groups. I wish you luck on your next adventure, and I hope you're able to get on the rides that you want to get on. I'm Rachel Cable. This was a Bibbidi Bobbidi Minute. And remember friends, magic is out there.